Association conducted a recent investigation at one Chicago area children's hospital. They uncovered filthy and deplorable conditions, a pattern of violence and sexual assaults, and little effective psychiatric treatment. News media coverage of these findings shook the Illinois mental health system to its roots. After more than 24 articles in the Chicago Tribune in 12 weeks, plus widespread radio and television coverage, the state took major steps toward mental health system reform. Governor Edgar expressed shock and anger, saying that he would not tolerate such conditions. And he commended the Mental Health Association for its role in bringing this matter to public attention. A new director was soon appointed to head the Department of Mental Health. Mental health funding was increased at a time when nearly every other state agency suffered major cuts. And an advisory council was appointed to design an action plan that, to quote Governor Edgar, will make Illinois a national leader in mental health. When the Mental Health Association in Illinois speaks, everyone listens.
Citizen watchdog groups like the Mental Health Association are very important. The Mental Health Association has pointed out problems in the Illinois mental health system and stood with me as this administration has responded to those problems. When legislators tried to significantly cut funding for mental health last year, lobbying by the association helped me to fight off those efforts. So the association has not only pointed out problems, but worked with me to solve them. But I believe that mental health reform can be achieved because it's the right thing to do. And citizen groups like the Mental Health Association of Illinois will keep pushing till we get the job done.
We're down here on a regular basis to make sure that the bills that are important to mental health get through the legislature and the governor understands what's needed to make the mental health system more effective. I think one of the things that's different about the Mental Health Association is that we represent people who can't really effectively represent themselves. The other thing is we don't take no for an answer, as you know. We're down here making sure that the legislators understand what their tax dollars are not buying. It's not buying effective care in the institutions. It's not buying effective care in the community. And one of the things we're trying to do every time we come down here is make sure that they understand the kinds of resources that are necessary in order to get treatment available to people with mental illnesses. Until we have an effective community-based system of care to keep people out of costly institutions, we cannot begin to spend those mental health dollars wisely. And what the Mental Health Association has done in trying to work with the legislature and the political process in Springfield is to get that message across. And for the first time, I think, in many years, people are listening, people are understanding.
I'd have to say that the reason the Mental Health Association is so effective in Springfield is because they don't take no for an answer. They don't back away. They don't, at least not in the person of Ron Davidson, refrain from acknowledging that the problems are terrible, that they won't go away, and that the association won't go away. They are going to stay there. They are going to pursue those issues through the legislative hopper and see to it that we get some kind of a solution, even if it's only incremental. The next year, they'll be back. And I think it is that tenacity and that doggedness and that dedication that makes them so effective and so important to the mental health situation in Illinois. We have allowed the conditions in our state facilities to deteriorate to such an extent that it really is a scandal. We need the kind of outspoken advocacy that the Mental Health Association has been giving us on this subject.
A primary focus of the Mental Health Association of Illinois is education.